So when I was like, so when I was like 5 or 6 years old, I was at a shop, and then I was going shopping. I was buying a lot of stuff. It took me like a long time, and I was actually wanting to go to the toilet. Okay, yeah. This feeling of me wanting to go to the toilet is just some feeling of me wanting to go to the toilet, right? Okay, so all of this one, when I was getting the ice cream from the freezer box they have there, I was getting the ice cream so I can pay for it and then leave because I really needed to go to the toilet at that time. So I went to go pick up the ice cream, but while I was at the ice cream shop, I peed right there in a spot. The shop owner didn't notice that, so I quickly paid and then ran away. He didn't notice my pants. He didn't notice the puddle I have made there. And ever since that day, I've been trying to keep my mouth shut and stop talking to that shop owner ever since, and he never even realized my accident that I have made there. Not my story. Once in my class, we were performing show and tell. Okay, it's not my story, okay? Once in my class, we were performing show and tell, and then one of my classmates brought a sword for show and tell because the teacher said to bring it. But then when he bring it to school, the principal security caught him. He was sent to the principal's office. When the teacher and the whole entire class came there, because there was no other option but to bring the whole entire class there. The whole entire class was there, anxious about what's going on. The teacher takes a look at Kyle and then says, "Kyle, I wanted a picture of it. I didn't want you to actually bring it to school." And then Kyle said, "But you said you wanted to see it." Then my teacher replied, "A picture, Kyle, a picture." So then Kyle was suspended from school for 2 weeks, and when we saw him back, all of his friends just went to him and said, "Why would you bring a sword to school? Are you dumb?" So he's now the nerd in our school because he's really dumb for bringing a sword to school when he knows it's not necessary to bring a sword to school. Okay, my story. So once, when I was younger, I was actually the gold child to my grandparents. My grandparents always think I'm the gold child. I would be like spoiled when I was younger by my grandparents, and I am. I'm right now 9, and I'm still getting spoiled by my grandparents. Okay, so when I was first born, I don't know what happened really, because that was years ago. I don't really know what happened. So a few years ago, yeah, like 8 years ago, I remember when I was 1 year old, My grandpa always used to play with me and get me whatever I want. For my birthday, he just gave me money because of course he didn't know how to buy my birthday present because at that time I didn't know how to speak. And all I did was because he didn't know what I was saying. Only my parents could figure out what I wanted just by looking at the videos I watch. I always wanted a Hello Kitty plushie. So my parents got me a Hello Kitty plushie for my birthday, and I still have it at my grandpa's house. Until I was 7, I threw it away. My grandparents threw it away because I didn't play with it anymore. And now, I'm looking forward to Kuromi. Now, I'm looking forward to Kuromi stuff. Now I look forward to Kuromi stuff. And ever since I'm spoiled, I've been buying lots of stuff. And I'm still spoiled. So yeah, I'm buying lots of stuff. Yay! That's it. Not my story. Once, when Rayleigh was younger, she had show and tell, right. Show and tell. She had to bring a plushie to school. She brought her favorite Kuromi plush. Her favorite Melody plush. She brought it to school because she wanted to do a show and tell of her favorite plushie. She put it in her locker, yeah. She put it in her locker and went to history class, then science. After that was English class where she went for her show and tell. When she checked her locker for her show and tell plushie, she realized it was gone. So in the show and tell, someone switched out her stuff, her show and tell stuff, and her script. And there was no name on that script because they have erased it and put her name on it. Yep. So then, Kylie, whatever her name was, she got an ugly looking bear. She got this horrifying bear. The bear's ears were ripped off. The nose were ripped off. It's just the head because the body was ripped off. And she lost her favorite Melody plush. She told the principal about it. The principal checked the security cams, and it appears to be her best friend, Leah. She took it and replaced it with her broken bear that her mom had gave to her. She replaced it because she loved her Melody bear, but was too afraid to ask her where she got it from. Yeah, she was too afraid. So she went over to Leah's house the next day and asked Leah, Leah, can I go check your house for something? And Leah said like, sure. What do you want to look for? Nothing, just something that I want to see. She checked Leah's bedroom and found her plush there. Leah said it was her plush that it's her blush that she had kept because she bought it. But then Leah said, how? How? I never told you the place I bought my blush. And that looks exactly like my blush, she said. So, extremely angry, she takes the plush and says, I saw the security footage. You took it from my locker. And she said, I'm sorry, I'm just using you. I'm sorry that I'm using you for your money and your plushies and all your toys. And then she said, let's not be friends ever again. You fake, pathetic liar. And they were never ever friends ever since. And that girl with the Melody plush, she became popular. And meanwhile, the girl who's Leah, the girl who stole her Melody plush, yeah, that girl who stole it, she was the unluckiest student ever. She was a nerd. She had bad grades. Her parents would abuse her because of all her bad grades. And it's just, bruh. She deserved it for stealing a lot of stuff from me. Like one time she said she didn't have lunch money, and I saw her with like $100, but I didn't say nothing about it. I think she just like needed more money for something, because I know she eats a lot. But then I saw her at the bookshop spending all of her money. She only spent like $5 on food, and spent all of the $95 at the bookshop. And I'm like, bruh. And I like didn't care about it because I never knew it was 95 until I was going to the bookshop too, because I wanted to buy some soft eraser. Like, while I was there. Like literal. Leah. It was so funny. She was getting scolded by our maths teacher for not knowing what is literal. 50 plus 50, like it's easy. What, 5 plus 5? 100. So 50 plus 50 is 100. Because if 5 plus 5 is 10, and then you add 5, you add a 0 to the 5, 50. Then you add another 5, you add another 0 to the other 5, and then 50 plus 50, and then the answer is 10 still, right? You add another 0. You see, it's such an easy equation. Even my brother, who is 4 years old, can even solve that problem. Like, bruh. It was literally in one of our math exams. It was an exam to see if you remember what you did in first grade, because now I'm in third grade. It was an exam that we had to do to see if we remember what our first grade teacher taught us, and we learned that question in first grade, and she didn't even know. The whole class was laughing at her for not knowing the answer, and she literally cried, and she never came to school for 5 days. Because of that incident, she never came to school for 5 days. She never came to school for 5 days in a row. 5 days in a row, she never went to school. Like, every week, she wouldn't come for 5 days. She would only come never. Because Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, she would never come. She wouldn't come every week. She planned to come every week, 4 days every week. So like during the holidays, Sunday, after Sunday when it's school day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, she wouldn't be in school. She only comes to school on Friday because she knows that on Friday there would be no math class, no English class. Yeah, she knew. So all that time, she only comes on Friday because she knew Friday was a celebrating day. It's where we celebrate for all our studies and everything. Yeah. That's our celebration day. Every Friday, it's the only day we do activities, fun games, carnivals, and all her favorite classes. Yeah. It's like literal all her favorite classes. All her favorite classes. It's just singing. It's called music, PA, art, and activities. Activities is not even a class. It's only a class. That activities class is only a class on Friday. So yeah. When we were doing arts class, she made such an ugly masterpiece, like bruh. So she was like supposed to make a cat, and her cat, everyone looked at her cat, and her cat literally was a stick man. Like, you call that a cat? She's literally so dumb. She literally drew a stick man and said that was a cat. Like, bruh, everyone else's drawing, this was my drawing. It was just a Roblox girl doing an parkour obby. It was a painting, okay? Like this. The painting was like this. I literally drew this because I loved Roblox at that time in first grade. So I drew it. Yeah, I drawed it. So then, yeah, I drew that Roblox avatar of mine. And this girl drew a human being and called it a cat. And she said, yeah, the cat. It's a cat. You know, those little pets. We all thought her name was Cat until she told us that she's not a human. You know, those cat pets. You know, like there's some wild cats and some pet cats. And we all started laughing because she's such a dummy. Like, bruh. They don't call a human being a cat. Like, bruh, yeah. She has got to be kidding me. Like, are you really that dumb? And Leah was like my literal best friend till she stole from me. And she stole from me my favorite plushie. And then she stole from me like my money. And she owes me $150 for taking my money that I gave her. I gave her like $10 every day. So she owed me like $150. Like, bruh. $150. She doesn't even have that much. That's why she asked me for money. So like, Bria, how are you gonna pay me then? Huh? Tell me. Cause I ain't gonna tell you. You can use PayWave. I accept that. So then I have a shop running. I literally just sell toys that I don't use anymore. I just sell those because I don't want them. So while I'm selling this bitch, Leah, she comes up to me and buys my whole entire store, which was literally $500, and she bought it all. But she says she has no money to even pay me. So I like say, girl, like that $700 because the $50 was for my store because I literally homemade my store. I literally homemade my store. I literally used cardboard to make my literal. I used cardboard to make my little shop. So that was like $50 because like, yeah, I work hard. It wasn't her working hard. So I asked her $700 because she was buying my whole entire shop. She paid me $700 because she owed me $150 and my whole entire shop, like all the stuff I'm selling altogether is $500. And then she owes me $150, and then the other $50 is for the cardboard shop. So yeah, she paid me $700. And literally everyone was like staring at her because she was poor. And where did she get the money from? And then all of a sudden, the police arrived at our school and arrested Leah because she had literally got into a bank and literally robbed the bank. She was like really sneaky. She literally just took the money from the bank. She like just stole the money from the bank, and then she put on a wig. So Leah had brown hair and blue eyes, and she had like this like she always wears a school uniform. So while she was at the bank stealing, she was using a school uniform. She was using some home clothes. She go ahead and steal, and then when she heard the alarm, she went to the bathroom and she went to go ahead and put a wig on. That's right, she put a wig on. She put a wig on and put contacts on. Her hair was blonde, even though it's not supposed to be blonde. Her wig hair was blonde, and her eyes were literal black. Yeah, her eyes were black. Her eyes were black. And she changed into her school uniform so they wouldn't know it's her. Until the police found out it was her, because in the security cams, they literally saw her. In the security cams, they literally saw her just running out of the bank with money on her. And they said a teenager should not, a 9-year-old should not have that much money because she stole over $1 billion from the bank. And the whole class was like, wow, wow, a whole entire witness scene. Like, yeah, this girl stole a bank just to pay her debts. Is this worth it? Okay, now we're just gonna say no to story time telling and just do this obby. Bye, guys.